Hello and welcome back to the channel. The Grand Prix of Miami. After a 4 weeks forced break and with Max Verstappen going racing at the Nürburgring and McLaren and Mercedes going testing at the Nürburgring, we finally had another Formula One race. So let's dive right into the good, the bad and the ugly of the Miami Grand Prix. Let's start with the good. First off, Kimi Antonelli. Third pole position in a row, third victory in a row. Awesome race from him. He was fantastic. McLaren, after a 1-2 in the sprint race and a 2-3 in the main race, McLaren is back. They brought a lot of upgrades after the break, and they seem to have worked. They couldn't quite keep the pace of Kimi Antonelli. They didn't catch up to him in the end, but they beat Russell. They beat all the others in the race, so McLaren is back. Max Verstappen. I mean, from catching his car when he spun in the first lap on his own accord, he didn't touch anybody, he just spun because he drove over a curb. From catching that car to doing a pit stop later and then plowing through the field after his pit stop, fantastic drive. Of course, he was aided by the upgrades Red Bull brought to the race. And we will see how good these upgrades really are, because Isaac Hadjar just threw away the car midway through the race. So we don't know if it's just the genius of Max Verstappen or if it's really the upgrades that made everything better. At the end, his tires gave away, but overall, I think he had a good race. Williams, both cars in the points. And even though they were nowhere near the points in the sprint race on Saturday, they had a really, really good main race. Colapinto, he quietly had a really good race for Alpine. We don't know what Pierre Gasly would have done because he got taken out midway through the race, but Colapinto had a fantastic race. And we're basically introducing a fourth category for this Grand Prix, the not so sure yet. Regulation changes. The break of 4 weeks introduced some regulation changes to make racing safer and better. I'm not sure yet about those. The race, in essence, was acting out the same script as the early races, meaning wild, chaotic beginning, lots of overtaking, lots of fighting, lots of overtaking, re-overtaking. And then it settled into a nearly procession-like second half of the race. So if the changes really made the racing better, we'll see. Time will tell. And the weather forecast. First they tell us to expect heavy rain on Sunday. Then they move up the starting time of the race by 3 hours. And then not a single drop of rain appears. So, the bad. George Russell. I don't know if it's his car or if it's him, but this was the third race in a row where he got soundly beaten by his teammate. In Japan, he was a bit unlucky with the safety car, but the other two races, I don't know. So maybe the car is better suited to Kimi than to him, or there's some other problem we don't know about. But yeah, in the beginning he looked like the clear-cut favorite. After Australia, he looked like the clear-cut favorite and the man to beat this season. And then he wasn't even close to his teammate the next three races. So we'll see. Liam Lawson, what the hell was that? He took out Pierre Gasly, and I think he had a scrap earlier with Lewis Hamilton. So this was not a good race. The stewards. Why did they give Verstappen his penalty only after the race? Sure, it wouldn't have made much of a difference in the race because he was finishing the race anyways and wasn't going to go to the... didn't do another pit stop anyways. But still. And there were a few other decisions that were questionable at best. And the ugly. Well, I guess for the foreseeable future, Cadillac and Aston Martin will be the main contenders in this category. Although Aston at least finished the race, but yeah, there's not much more I can say about them. And what also was pretty ugly is nearly half the field got lapped. Everybody outside the points got lapped, at least by the leaders. I really hope teams will be catching up in later races, because the more the teams are, the closer the teams are together in terms of performance, the better racing we have. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of the Miami Grand Prix? And Canada's in 2 weeks. Make sure you are subscribed for plenty more F1 reviews and plenty more content to come. I'll see you in the next one.